Welcome to a Zanyan Stalemate Chess podcast. Every week, new show, interviews, book readings, puzzles, tournaments, chess history, and plenty more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our second episode of the Zanyan Stalemate Chess podcast. This should be fun. Unlike last week where we only had like the intros and they get to know each other and what else. And this week we actually have an interview with Lizwo. We did an interview earlier on today. This should be fun. We also have some chess news with Tato and some game review. And what else do we have? I think that's it for this week's episode.
Yeah.
So how is it? How is your chess been improving this week? Since last week we talked. How is your chess this week? What have you done?
I think my chess is good, but I still have to do a lot of work, and I'm so lazy these days. I don't know what's going on.
Why? Is it fatigue or what are you tired from?
I don't know. Maybe I don't have the motivation, but I will get it. Yeah, and I will work hard on my chess and see what I can do next year.
So what are you doing? Are you doing chess puzzles, or are you reading books, or are you just checking videos online? What do you actually do in your work?
Yeah, I think most of the time I read chess books. I hardly do puzzles, but I do a couple of puzzles. Not every day though, but I could say I read a lot.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I remember there was a guy who was talking about end games. I think he made cards like the card whereby when you play card and when you win a certain card, that card has a certain position of the end game that you had to study. So let me say you pick a card out of a certain deck, and after you picking up the card, like I show you the position, and you should be able to like solve it. I think it was one of those things that it was a nice strategic or tactical way of learning chess.
Yeah, of course. It helps a lot because if you do that, every time when you play it, you will be able to remember it and so on. Yeah.
And what do you think? Capablanca said chess is all about the end games. When you have less pieces on the board, that's actually where the chess strengths tend to differ from player to player. Do you agree with him or?
Yeah, I agree with that because there's some games I played and I played till the end game or with certain players, and I knew that okay, I'm gonna win this end game because they don't study much end games. So what I do is that I will try to play a middle game whereby we will not exchange queens, so that we can go to a queen end game, and I'll have an advantage and try to win that end game. So, yeah, but I think most of the players, they don't really focus on end game much these days.
Yeah, and queen end game, they say it's one of the hardest chess. Which one do you think is hard? A queen end game or try to mate someone with a bishop and a knight? Which one do you think is the hardest?
Okay, I think queen end games because there's a lot of open lines and you should avoid a lot of checks. But
let's say you have 2 pawns each.
Yeah, but I think queen end games are not that difficult. It's playable. I think rook end games are very difficult, and pawn end games. Because pawn end games, it's pure calculation. No, like maybe like 3 pawns or 4 pawns each. Yeah, because there you have to calculate a lot of things. But rook end games are also very difficult. Yeah.
Jan Gustafsson said a best rook end game is when you have 2 rooks and your opponent have only 1 rook.
Yeah.
that should be easy to win.
Yeah, of course.
My chess. Well, I've been on that Chessable thing of theirs. I've been studying on Chessable, my openings, and I would name my openings because probably my opponents are listening to this and they probably.
But you don't play tournaments.
Yeah, that's another thing. But still, that doesn't mean that I have to show my arsenal to my opponents. You know, like my opposite. Like I should be showing them what type of guns do I have. Like one day maybe the bug will bite me, then I'll play chess tournament again. Because the last tournaments that I played it was at Springbok, I think 2018 or 17 if I'm not mistaken. And I got number 2. Yeah, well.
So will you play tournaments next year? Maybe?
I think so. Like it depends on the mood. It depends on the energy that I'm having. If my energy kind of harness me to go a certain direction, then obviously I'll go that direction. Then I'll start playing games. Then I'll start try to see how I can elevate my chess. And obviously, you know, chess is a weird sport whereby even someone who do like chess broadcasting, like what you do right now, like we are still players at heart.
Yeah.
Everybody play. You know, like to a certain point, everybody play. Everybody's a player. Even when you're a chess coach, you can also be a player. Even when you're an arbiter, you always wanna sometimes be over the board and start playing, because the thrill of chess is hard to ignore. Anyway, what do you have for us, the chess news this week?
Okay, today we will be looking at the Africa School Individual Chess Championship 2021 that took place in Kenya. It was a Swiss system tournament with a time control of 90 plus 30. We will be looking at our under 15 and under 17s and the results. So without further ado, let's check it out. We will start with the under 15 girls, and on number 1 we had Boshoma Chisomo with 7.5. Number 2 we have Baden-Hort with Clue with 6.5. And number 3 we have Kuvenda Kenisha with 6 out of 9. Going up to under 15 open section, on number 5 we have candidate Master Peter Nathan with 5. On number 6 we have Motata Omatla with 4.5. And on number 9 we have Goliath Primorian with 4 out of 9. Going up to the big ones, we will start with the under 17 girls. On number 4 we had Betlele Moteo Fiona with 5.5. And on number 5 we have woman candidate Master Jobert Natasha with 5.5. On number 7 we have Furi LZ Mary with 5 out of 9. Going to the big dogs, the under 17 open, on number 1 we have Nyasta Teziano with 7.5. On number 2 we have Lifedi Tatejo with 6.5. And on number 4 we have Gunda Ruan with 5.5 out of 9. Now if you want to check some more results, you can visit Chess Results Kenya, and you will find some categories of under 9s and under 14s there, which I think they also performed very well.
So do you think this is the best result that we could have in South Africa, or we could have probably did better than this?
Of course the results are good, but I think we could do better, because I remember they went to Ghana and they didn't perform so well.
Yeah.
But this time at least we have some medals. We came back with some medals here.
Yeah,
of course.
Especially Tatejo is from my hometown anyway. So big congratulations to him with the silver.
Yeah, and all the players, congratulations to all the players
who participated there. Yeah, I hope they are safe, and they should be returning home soon, or if not already here. So which tournaments do you think are gonna be playing this? Do we have a tournament this year, or is it
in this month? Yeah, there is a online tournament, a Christmas chess tournament on the 21st of December. It's brought to you by Johannes Mabuzala Chess Academy. It will take place on Lee Chess. It's an online tournament, and it's free. You can enter without money. So
not having to travel.
Yeah, of course. So it will be a marathon tournament. So it will be 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it will be 12 hours. And the prize is, first place we will have 300. Second we will have 200. Third we will have 100. Fourth 100, and fifth we will have 100. But they said if there are more players and sponsors who can help out, I think the the prices will increase
So
as well.
it's gonna take place on the Christmas day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
So
That's
are you going to join?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm a moody player, so I'll just listen to my mood and adhere to their demands. So
yeah. So I think we are all looking forward to the tournament. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Tato. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We should be going to the interview now. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the intros. Today we're going to be interviewing Lizwo. What do you know about Lizwo?
He's a chess player.
Uh-huh.
A good chess player.
Yeah.
And he's strong, of course.
How strong do you think he is? Too strong. Okay, let me not put you in an awkward position. Okay, everybody, today we're going to be interviewing Lizwo. We have him on the line from Kimberley. We've been struggling for some time now to get the setup going. But anyway, today we're going to be interviewing him, get to know him personally, get to know about his chess history, get to know about everything and all things chess related. So we figured that we should start where we are. We should start in Northern Cape, and then we should spread our wings to the whole country if possible. So I have my assistant, as always, Tad on my right hand side. So wait, how are you, Lizwo? Are you good?
I'm good, guys. Thank you for having me on the podcast, and thank you for the kind words from Tato.
You know he's your nemesis, so he has to talk good about you. So the next time you meet over the board, then you shouldn't slaughter him. Like, you should only kill him slowly, eh?
Yeah. Plus he has the win. So.
Yeah, chess players, they know where to tread, to which eyes to step on, and which places not to go.
Yeah.
So, where are you? Currently, where are you right now? Are you in Kimberley?
Currently, yes, I am in Kimberley. At home in Khalisho.
That's dope. So can you tell us briefly about your chess? When did you start playing, and who was your, let's say, your is it a tutor or a teacher? Because last time there was a debate about the teacher and a coach. But anyway, let's not get into the chess politics now. Can you tell us about when did you start, why did you start, and so forth?
Okay. It's been a long time since I've spoken about this, but I started playing chess in 2011 when I started high school. So started high school in 2011, joined the chess team at school, but I didn't play any tournament chess until 2012. But in the time from 2011 to 2013, I didn't have a chess coach or anything like that. I was just playing with the guys and losing, just learning from all of those losses. Until I got into the Northern Cape chess team in 2013, and then I met Mr. Pesa, who's a famous chess coach, around Kimberley. So then he taught me basic principles.
Like moving one move, first move to e4. I think that's where everybody started with chess. We've learned one e4, right? Oh, which one did you learn? Did you learn d4 like you went to the elite already from the get-go?
I was already playing d4 then. So we just continued from there, but adding on with basic principles and stuff like that. But nothing in depth, no theory. Didn't learn anything about that. I didn't know anything about King's Indian, all of that stuff. Every time I picked d4, I was like, oh, everybody's allowing me to develop all three of my pawns, my c pawn, d pawn, and my e pawn. Oh, they're just allowing me. Can't see there was theory behind it.
Yeah, and a lot of it at that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I started, and when I met Mr. Pep, he taught me basic principles. And then from there, we quickly went from coach student to rivals on the chessboard.
Yeah, to Coach Bida.
Those were the only sessions I've ever paid for. But then after that, we'd always now play against each other. We'd always just point out my mistakes. But then there's a point where I started having my own opinion about chess. So that was a debate rather than a lecture. So yeah, that's where I started.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So 2011. So you've been in this chess madness or chess craziness or this chess bug for over 10 years now. It's been a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who are you playing against? Like your peers back then, from when you started. Like who are you playing with rather, and where are they now?
Whoa, I think most of them have stopped playing chess. But the peer that people still know that I talk to and stuff like that is Jason. Jason and I are pretty close. Like, yeah, we still talk, but he doesn't play chess that much. But I think he'll be making his comeback soon. And then there are other guys in high school. There was a guy named Oreo Maribe. We used to be friends. I think they were home with we used to be friends. There was a Brandon Dupree, friend as well, and the chess coach, the senior chess coach at CBC, Mr. Kevin May. Yeah, I started out with them, but now most of them don't play chess anymore. But Kevin coaches, and Jason might make his comeback. But yeah, those are the players I met then, like initially. I think Mfunda as well. I met Mfunda in 2014. So it's been like about 6 years since we've known each other.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Do you know Mfundo, Tato?
Yeah, I know Mfundo, but we never met.
So you haven't met yet?
Yeah.
So when did you climb actually the elite chess ladder of Kimberley and the Northern Cape at large? Because I've heard that you are one of the baddest guy over the board. So when did the transition from being a normal, recently initiated passer to a strong chess player who won tournaments? Like, when did the transition actually begin for you?
I can't really pinpoint it, but I could say like a lot of the players here in Kimberley, will normally play like D section, right? So D section, we always thought like D section was just a junior section. It had nothing to do with we didn't think it had something to do with skill level or anything like that. We just thought, all the kids play B section and all the adults play A section.
So you thought it was only about age, not necessarily the skill level.
Exactly. That's how we thought.
Yes.
That's how we thought. Like, yeah, all the kids go to B section, all the adults A section. But then once my time started expiring at B section because of my rating, so my rating became too high to play in the B section, so I had to play in the A section.
So it was going to be a little bit unfair for the kids, like you have a higher rating, like.
Exactly, it was going to be easier for the kids. It was going to be unfair for my friends, just unfair for everyone. So then I got to A section, and there were a lot of adults, a lot of people with experience with chess and everything like that. I think there was this one tournament at Newton Primary. I think one of the first tournaments I played against Mr. Peffer. Yeah, it was the first time I played against Mr. Peffer, because the previous times I had lost to Mpoma Shope like 3 times.
Yeah, I know Mpo.
Yeah, I came third, I came second so many times to him. I couldn't win a tournament. And then I played this tournament when Mr. Pesa was there, Mashuka was there, and then there was another guy, I forgot his name, but I played the tournament. Of course, I lost to Mashuka again.
Damn.
And then I played against Mr. Pesa. And now in this round, I think I had 3 points. If I win the game, I win the tournament. If I lose the game, of course, I don't podium anywhere. And then one of the tournament organizers back then was Mr. Connie van der Walt. And he told me, he's like, if you win this game, I'll give you a prize. I'll give you your own special prize and stuff like that. And I was like, my own special prize? And back then, my incentive was starting to be like money. If I win money.
Yeah.
That was my incentive back then. So I was like, okay, I'll win the game and just set up my prize already, because I'm going to win this game. Mr. Pesa back then was rated 1,899 feet.
Yeah, he was so almost 1,900.
Yeah, and I was rated 1,400 and something. I don't know, because my lowest rating ever is 700 and something.
Yes.
So, but anyway, So then I play the game, and I end up drawing the game. Spectacularly,
Damn.
but it's fine. I end up drawing the game. And after the game, when I thought about the types of moves I played exchange sacrifices. I played very, very well for a player my rating. I think from that point on, after that game, when I got that draw from Mr. Kersa, I could definitely feel that I'm playing at an elite level already when I was 1400. I could already say, yeah, I'm starting to play at an elite level, or at least it was an indicator that I could.
Yeah, so you started growing in confidence. So was it the first tournament that you ever did you win, or did you tie for first, or what happened in that tournament?
Did I? I ended first. Then they gave me they just gave me a medal, and they gave me 50 rand as a prize. There was no prize. There was no prize for me because it's fourth place, but they still just gave me 50 rand, and they were like, yeah, I did something.
Yeah, but that's something though. So, which tournament have you ever? I mean, the first tournament that you ever won. When was it, and who was there or who was not there?
The first ever tournament I won, probably, where could it be? I don't know. Probably Gumtree Lodge.
Was it also in Kimberley?
13. Huh?
Was it also in Kimberley?
Yes, it was in Kimberley. I think Gumtree Lodge 2013. Somewhere there. Either Gumtree Lodge or Newton Primary. Yeah, somewhere there. Just one of the two places. People that were there, it was just normal, because I was playing in the B section. It was just my friends. Just some people I knew. It wasn't an elite tournament with top players or anything like that. But I was very proud of that win, because I spent the entire 2012 not winning anything, and
getting frustrated.
Not winning anything. So the first tournament, when I won my first tournament, I was very proud of that achievement.
Damn, so an elite tournament that you've won, let's say where Mr. Pesa, where Tepo Bakis and everyone, Kolani was there. Which tournament have you won, or are you still trying to win the tournament where everybody's there?
Are you talking about like the first one I won?
No, the first, let's say the first elite one, the first strong tournament that you won.
Okay, so the first strong tournament I won was definitely not 2014, 2015, not 2015 either. 2015 I had a tough time. 2016 I also had a tough time. I think in 2017 when I won the Northern Cape Open, that's the first. That's I think the first elite tournament I won. Tepo was there, Mfundo was there, Mr. Pesa was there. So yeah, that's the first proper tournament I won. Mr. Joe Mamole was still playing. Our Chesa president was still playing. He played that tournament. Yeah, and I played against him and I won. So I was also happy about that. But yeah, that's the first elite tournament I won in Kimberley.
Yeah, I think the first time that I ever saw you, I don't know if you can recall me. I think I saw you. It was in Solplug University, whereby you have to play the last round, and you were playing against Mr. Pesa, and we met. Then I asked you which first move is he gonna play, and I suggested I think he was going to play E4, and you said no, it's definitely D4. And I think he actually played D4 and he won that game. I think it was on time scrambles and he won that game. So I think it was one of the tournaments that I saw you win.
Yeah, I won that tournament. I won that on the SP Open.
Yeah.
I won that tournament. It was a big time scramble. He was winning. I lost my queen. He promoted. He had a queen. But his queen was trapped in a corner or something. And then my two pawns were promoting and something like that. And I just won that game. But yeah, I don't remember much of it because my incentive back then wasn't playing good chess. My incentive was winning. So no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter if I play well or not. So I don't remember most of the game.
Yeah.
I just wanted to win.
Yeah, winning even when you are losing. Like.
Yeah.
So do you have anything to ask him with that?
Okay, talking about chess knowledge. I just want to know, which openings do you like? I mean, it could be openings you don't play anymore, but which openings do you like as white and as black, and which type of middle games do you prefer? If you could answer that. I don't think it's some sort of preparations, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, let's start with the openings. Openings for white, the types of openings I like.
Catalan.
I definitely like Catalan.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, yeah.
Catalan or nothing.
Yeah. It's a very flexible opening. I think I saw it being played for the first time by Kimberley, I think, in I think around 2018.
Yeah.
I saw Ding play, or 2017, I saw him play it a lot, and I checked out his games and stuff. Very flexible opening. You can play very different styles with it. Sometimes you can get close games in a Catalan. Sometimes you can get very open games. Sometimes you can get semi-open games. And then again for what do I like? I mean, I don't mind. Okay, I've played E4 before. No one must be shocked. Oh, that's where we all start.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
I've played E4, and I definitely recommend players to play E4 if they want to improve their chess. Once you know something, you can go to E4. But anyway,
The king's pawn.
yeah, almost anything with E4. I just don't like. I don't really like royal pairs. I also don't really like playing against Caro-Kann.
Why not? Why don't you like the Spanish game, man? The Spanish game is nice, huh? The royal pairs, yeah.
No, I mean, it's nice if your opponent doesn't know it as well as you do.
Yeah, that's correct, though. Yeah.
But the what is it? The counter attack from black, like, you know. As the deeper you go at the theory, like when you go into like move 50, 52, it's almost like white is starting to become like incapacitated. Like it's like you can't move, you want to do things, but you can't do them, and it gives you the illusion that you have more space than you think you have, but you don't. You don't have any space. You can't do anything.
Yes.
And black slowly builds up its position
and equalizes.
It almost feels like you're in trouble.
Okay,
so feels like you're losing.
Okay, so with the black pieces, what do you play against E4, or which openings do you prefer?
The black pieces.
Yes.
I play Sicilians. Wire.
So you're not gonna spice things up, because a lot of players will see, okay, Lizwo is playing Sicilian, so they're gonna prepare some deep lines.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just eventually the engine must switch off.
Yes.
And you have to play for yourself.
And your mind has to switch on.
Yeah. So eventually that has to happen, and each and every player has to hold their own. And we get to see like who's strong and who's not. So there's nothing wrong with players preparing and everything like that. Yes, it's not fun.
Yeah.
You might play the worst move in the position and lose the game. But as we've been seeing from the World Championship now, Carlson could get away with playing the third best move.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He can get away with playing the third best move and be okay in a position. So with us as well, as long as you're in the range of the top three moves, the top three suggested moves, you're okay. So when you play in a position, even if it's the opening, like if things get tough and the guys prepare a line, you need to sit back and think of it, and then choose a move that's suitable for a position. Don't just play the move because you're like, it's the opening. Let me just develop. Next thing is being checkmated. In certain positions, like if you play what is Queen's Pawn opening,
Yeah, yeah.
Certain games, you playing D4, D5, Knight of 3, you playing okay. Next thing, castle is black, and the guy just plays H4, and next thing, it's almost over.
Yeah. So okay,
mhm.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I was asking who is the most difficult opponent to face. Okay, let's say in Northern Cape.
Yeah, local.
It could be in the past or now, but who is the most difficult opponent to face?
I think the most difficult opponent to face in the Northern Cape,
Tolani?
I think it's that, honestly, Daniel Bondo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Daniel Bondo because it's such a stubborn.
Yeah.
He's so stubborn. Like, he's not playing to win. Like, he can sit at a board and just be like, I want to draw. Or even in Paul Masupe as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you can just decide, like, I just want to draw the game and play moves that have no ambition. Now there are no weaknesses. There's nothing you can attack because they're not trying to attack and stuff like that. So now you really have to prove that you're a way better player. You have to show it, like, from the get-go. From around move 6, you have to prove, okay, I am a better player, so I am going to attack and I am going to win the game. But now if your attack fails, normally you lose those games. So, yeah, the most difficult opponent definitely the Daniel Pondo or Mpoma Super.
Okay, damn, thanks for the answers.
So, what are the Kimberley chess stories like that people doesn't know about? Like those stories regarding chess? Because I think I saw once in our group that there was a chess tournament in the hostels. Is it the hostels?
Yeah,
whereby I think it was between you and Tlogana. I don't know who won that tournament though, but you guys are going back and forth. I mean, like, can you tell us chess stories that people don't know about Kimberley chess culture and stuff?
I don't really know how to fully answer that question. I mean, we do play at the hostel, we do play a lot of places. But in terms of stories, I don't really know. The only person who probably has stories are all the veterans. Remember, I'm not really a veteran. I'm in between two generations.
Yeah.
I'm in between the old guys and I'm in between the kids as well. So I'm just in between. So I don't have stories.
That's fair.
Because if anything, Mr. Pezza should have stories because he has about, I don't know, a year, like 3 years, 2 years unbeaten
streak
in tournament play. You know, sometimes he would just pull up at anywhere and just put up a chessboard and play against anyone. He'd go to the hostel and beat everyone. And say, I'm coming there to beat everyone, and then he does it, and then he goes back home and it's just like, this guy. So he probably has most of the stories, but I don't have many locally.
So which club do you play for? Is
Kimberley Chess Club, right?
Or is it Kimberley Chess Club?
Yes, I play for Kimberley Chess Club.
So is the rivalry between you and the Russians and who else? Is the rivalry still there? Like, do you guys still have the eagerness to face each other?
I don't know if the rivalry is still there. I don't know. Am I the cause or anything? Because I used to play for Russian Connection Chess Club, but yeah, the way we were thinking or planning about how I should move forward in terms of my chess development, we weren't meeting eye to eye in terms of that, and then I switched clubs.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know.
But are those
still around? I just want to play. That's all.
Okay, but are those clubs still active though? Like, it seems like chess has died down though. It seems like there are a lot of people who doesn't really care about chess anymore. Or is it only my illusion though? I think it's just, even at the tournament lately, we don't see a lot of players there. It's just known faces.
I think it's COVID.
Is it because of COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
It could have been, because chess was on the rise. For Kimberley, you know, we were having a lot of federated tournaments. Almost every tournament we played was federated, but with COVID and everything, like, it's definitely gone down, because it was becoming clear to see, like, if a player plays chess, do they have a future or not, and stuff like that. So while clubs were trying to secure that, COVID hit, and everything just steamrolled backwards. So now, I don't know if people are trying to rebuild. I don't know much about the politics.
Yeah.
I'm just a player that's trying to play decent chess.
Yeah, that's fair. So what are your chess objectives? Like, do you want to get an IM title? Do you want to get a GM title? Or you're just playing it because it's your pastime activity? Or what are your chess objectives? Okay, let's say 5 years from now, if you're still an active player, what do you want to achieve in chess, in terms of chess?
In terms of chess, in the short term, like this year, I wanted to reach 2,000.
Yes.
But
COVID.
yeah, with the frequency of tournaments, like the frequency of tournaments decreased and everything. But it's really not just that. I think even with the passing of Mr. Besha, most of my motivation to play chess just went away.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like, there's no point. There's no point in trying to achieve this thing. Yes, all of this is going on. So, but I wanted to reach 2,000, and then in the following year, play non-sections and try and get a IM title.
Yeah, because I think if you reach 2,000, you'll be in the top 100 in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. So, that will be a great achievement. Yeah, by the passing of Mr. Best, I think when you lose your anchor in life, you always shake a little bit. Like, the reality kind of seems awkward for you. So, but anyway, do you have anything to ask him before we close up?
So as next year, are you planning to play more actively, or are you still busy with something?
I'm not, like, really, my chess plans are not fixed or anything. I don't really have a plan of chess. Normally, I only play tournaments when Kalani forces me to play tournaments. Like, he legit pushes me, like, till the last day, and then I decide, okay, I'll play. But it has nothing to do with me trying to win the tournament or anything like that. But no, I don't have any chess ambitions for next year.
No, calendar.
Or anything like that. Probably only in 2023. Probably that's when I'll start picking up my chess again. But next year, definitely not.
So how much chess do you consume on a daily basis? Like, do you play 100 chess games, or you only do tactics, like 20 tactics a day, or you only do it when you feel like it? What's your chess intake on a daily like?
It's shocking that I don't even play chess online anymore.
Why not, man?
Yeah. Like, I don't. Like, even then, even during this whole year, even last year, I didn't play chess. I don't play chess much online.
Yes.
If I do play, you'll see 1 or 2 games in a certain month, and then 1 or 2 games in the following month. But I don't do like 10 blitz games or 100 bullet games or stuff like that. So the amount of chess intake I take a day is probably about 10 minutes of chess per day, but that's watching chess on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watching the future championships, watching recaps of the world championships, seeing the games that stood out, stuff like that. That's about it. That's about it for me. I don't take that much chess anymore.
Okay, Mr. Lizwo, thank you, bye. Stay kicking that, that behind. Yeah. We don't want to kiss, right? Man, thank you for the interview. That was wonderful.
Alright.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Game of the week.
This game was played by Lizwo Sekwati and Alfred Pesa at the Soul Black round robin number 3. And the game starts with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, g3, d5, bishop g2, bishop e7, knight f3, knight b on d7, castle, knight b on d2, c6, queen c2, rook e8, b3, knight f8, bishop b2, knight g6, e4, b6, knight e5, bishop b7, rook a on d1, rook c8, h3, bishop a6, king h2, bishop f8, f4, knight e7, rook f2, queen c7, bishop a3, queen b8, knight g4, knight h5, bishop h3, g6, knight e5, knight f6, g4, rook e on d8, h4, bishop d7, bishop e2, bishop b7, c5, b5, knight capture d7, rook capture d7, e5, bishop g7, bishop d3, f6, bishop b2, rook f8, rook d on f1, a5, a3, bishop c8, king g3, rook d on d8, knight f3, rook f3, h5, f capture e5, knight capture e5, bishop capture e5, f capture e5, rook d on f8, rook capture f7, rook capture f7, rook capture f7, king capture f7, queen f2 check, king e8, h capture g6, h capture g6, queen f6, queen a7, bishop c1, b4, a capture b4, a4, b capture a4, queen capture a4, bishop g5, queen a7, queen h8 check, king f7, queen h7 check, king e8, bishop capture g6 check, king d8, queen f7, queen a3 check, king h4, king c7, bishop capture e7, king b7, bishop d6 check, king a8, queen f7, queen capture b4, queen capture c8 check, and later or 2 moves later black resigned.
So who won the games? Lizwo?
Lizwo won the game, and it's funny because Mr. Alfred Besser didn't resign the game, even though he could see it.
Never resign. Yeah, you should resign.
No, if the position is like lost, you should resign. Like,
you should respect your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, resign.